Hey guys, welcome back to the part 2 of the responsive navbar, and check this out. So in this video we will apply the functionality like when we decrease our size we got our menu bar, and when I click here I got a down scrollable menu. So we are building exactly this functionality, so stay tuned and subscribe please guys. Subscribe my channel and share this with your coding friends and spread this everywhere, and thank you so much in advance. So what is the first thing that we are going to do? So I will introduce a new rule or new syntax, which is media queries. Like, to be honest, I always forget the syntax of media queries, so I just search media queries and click the first link and copy the code from here, paste it here. What it says? It says when our screen size is below 1000 pixels, apply this rule, which is background color to light blue. Save that blue. If I increase more than 1000 pixels, we got default color, which is white, and when I decrease the size to below 1000 pixels, we got a blue. We're changing the properties with the help of media queries. So the first rule that we are writing in the media queries, first of all, I just change the screen size here 915 pixels absolutely to the iPad size, iPad screen size, and the first rule is for the nav menu icon. Sorry. And here I have a, like in the previous video, I have a background color of pink. I just remove that, sorry. First of all, cut this. You can see we have a menu bar here. Paste this and we hide that, and I want you guys to cut this and copy this color, paste it and paste it just right here. Why? Because if I cut this right now, save this, we got a color which is absolutely equivalent to these colors. So hide this, display none, hide this, and the first rule to the menu icon, which is 3-bar icon, and the first rule is display block. Upper than 915 pixels and equal or below 915 pixels, we got our menu here. So, and in our official web page, when we decrease the size, we got our menu, and you can see our cursor pointer is changed from arrow to hand position. So how we can implement this? It's simple. Just write here cursor pointer, save, and boom, we got our hand position here, and we are lesser than 915 pixels, that's why we are showing this. And just a little property which is font weight, like make it bolder little bit, just a little bit, which is 900 pixels. Sorry, my num is locked, so 900 pixels, little bit bolder just. The next property is to this, copy this, come here and paste that name, class name, nav items. If you forgot, then our nav items is this container. I want that direction to column, boom, column, yeah, like that. And now I will introduce a new property which is position. What is that? Position says just a shift element on the screen from left, from right, or from top, or from bottom. It has two values, plus or minus, like a positive and a negative. Positive means shifting elements toward the screen. Negative means shifting elements against the screen. So this is a little explanation about the position elements, and I will explain in the video. So here we will define position to absolute, not establishment. I don't know why my VS Code giving me so hard time. I think it hates me now because I started YouTube. So you can say our elements are all shifted to that corner, which is absolutely right because of position element. And the first rule is that whenever we are giving position absolute to a child component, we have to give position to relative to its parent component, just like this. It's nothing changed, but now if I give right to 0, right 0, we got this. What it says? Right says take it all that elements and put it absolutely right to the parallel or the equivalent to the right side of the header component or the parent component. So is that it what it's doing right, and I can explain you with the graphics. So this is our parent component, and now this is our child component, and we set this position absolute relative to that component. So the header component, the flag component is position relative and the child component is absolute. So it always changing its position relative to its header component or the parent component. So when I say here right equal to 0 or like right double column 0 semicolon, it says shifted that element to the right of its parent component. So the next change, top 7 rem, we got this below the header component. Why? Because in the website, in the official website, you can see when I click here, we got our first item below the header component, which we are doing here, exactly what we are doing here, and background color to black. Boom, we got the background color. Now I want to give space to nav items, so just like with nav items, and we have a span element in that span element, and now give padding 0.5 rem to give a little bit spacing to span elements. Yeah, absolutely to that. And now this is the time that I'm introducing JavaScript, which is the bare bone of the web development. But this is a CSS course, so I will not write the JavaScript code. I just copy and paste that in the file already. So this is app.js. This is JavaScript code and a link from the main file by this code script source app.js. This is file name, and this is the syntax that how we can link a JavaScript file to our HTML file, the main file. And the JavaScript file says window. Window is all about our web page, and load. It says when this page is reload or load, then apply a function to this. So run this function. This is a new JavaScript syntax, EJS or Express.js. So in this we are grabbing our menu icon, this one, and nav items, all this like small black container, and we're grabbing this menu icon and nav ID. When we have all both of this, then run this function, like run this code which says menu icon, click. When I click on the nav icon or the menu icon, run this function which says add a class, toggle class show nav items. What that toggle means? Toggle says if I click anything, add a class to that element. If it is not there, like if it is not already added, then add a class. If it is already added, then remove a class when I click on that element. So this is all about the toggle. So I can explain you with the help of inspect tools. So right click on the web page and click inspect. So this is the element. So this is all our HTML code, or you can say our source code. So if I click here, you can see on the nav items a new class is added which is show nav items. When I click back again, it's removed the class. When I click back here, it added a show nav items. This is all going on with the help of JavaScript only. So the JavaScript is the main important part. Why? Because without JavaScript we cannot add any functionality to our web page. So that's why we have to include JavaScript. So this is all about our code. You just have to copy and paste. Don't worry about that. Just keep in mind to specify the names correctly as you define in our code, in your code. So which is nav icon, which is this 3 bars, nav items, all the nav items here, this component, and show nav items, which is a new class to this component. As I told you before, we can add in multiple classes here, just like this. Show nav items. Okay, so show nav items apply to this small container, and show nav items. I want a width of 100%. When I click here, then we added this class. So when I click here, when I click on the 3 items, we add this class, and I want this class to set a position of 7 rem, which already we define here, but here I will define 90 rem, so it moves against the screen or hide below the screen. Save that. Nothing showing here because I have to comment this out. Boom. Now our item is gone, and if I get it back here like this, and we got this, and now we have to remove this class. Remove this class, nav items, remove this class, save that page. Boom. When I click this, I got this. When I click this, I got a show nav items class with the help of this code. Exactly this code. This add a class. By adding class, we set to top position to 7 rem. It's changing, but its default position, which is 19 rem, and it's changing from 19 to 7 rem. And when I click this, boom. And now I want to add a animation effect. So for that I add a transition, not to all. I just want to effect only on the top, and 1 second. When I click this, boom. Now it's more like an animated effect, and it's beautiful as compared to the previous one. So this is all about show nav items, and yeah, this is all about. So we got our code exactly to the official web page, this one, and boom, boom. Yeah, so this is all in our video. Thank you so much guys watching, and stay tuned, be safe, and give me some love, support, and thank you so much guys. Take care. With